Hi, and welcome into our 7th class, completing our 7-class series exploring the chakra system. It has been such a pleasure to talk about the chakras, to put some of the theory into practice, and to explore it with you through this class. So I want to first and foremost say thank you so much for being a part of this. My name is Nicole Hudson. I'm the founder of Wander Freely Yoga and Coaching, and I'm also a Soluna life coach and have been with MaineGeneral for a year and a half. So today's it. Today we have completed the movement up the chakra system. Today we'll be talking about our 7th chakra, our crown chakra, Sahasrara. And so what we've done is really built the foundation. If you remember, we talked a little bit about the first class, our root chakra, Muladhara chakra, as like the foundation, right? When you're building a house, you want a strong foundation, nice and sturdy, so that you can start to build the structure in and up to create something from the ground up. So that's exactly what we've done. As we went through the first chakra, we explored our sense of connection to the earth, safety and stability. We then moved into a bit more fluid space of the second chakra, our creativity, a bit more watery. We then moved into the fire of our third chakra, which is the solar plexus, space of willpower, sense of self and confidence. Then we moved up into kind of moving up into the more airy qualities, right? So the first few chakras are more grounded, more anatomy, more kind of gross anatomy based. And then we move up into the more airy ones. So we start that up towards the heart, our sense of compassion for ourselves and others. We then move into the throat chakra, our ability to speak and be heard. We then explored our third eye point, our space of intuition. And now we're going to explore the crown. And this is really kind of the manifestation, right? This is manifestation of enlightened awareness, the space that through the practice of yoga we aim to be. It's like this idea of this bliss state. So the Sahasrara Chakra is also known as 1,000 petals. So if you look at the graphics that go along with each chakra, you'll notice they're all a little bit different. And so this one is the 1,000 petal. And it is, as I mentioned, the full manifestation of enlightened awareness. It's also been known as the seat of the soul. And it's really this idea of we're flowing through all of our chakras. We've created this open balance channel for prana or energy to flow. And so that we can move throughout life, we can flow throughout life. And we've worked through the asana or the physical postures. We've worked through meditation. We've worked through pranayama or breath practice. And so now we're at this place of oneness, this place of wholeness within ourselves and the world. And so this is where we come when we take the time to work up and we have these moments of bliss and feeling connected and whole. So today we're going to go through a mini fluid practice. We'll combine meditation, we'll combine pranayama, we'll combine asana, and hopefully it'll be a good rounding out so that you feel whole in your body. But before we get to any of that, let's look at characteristics, right? So as we've gone along, we've talked about what are the excessive characteristics, the deficiency, what is the age. So it's just, there's so much involved in the chakra system as you've come to see. And so I hope this piques your interest. There's so much more to this. So I hope that this is kind of laying the foundation as we've been talking about for you to build in your interest, build in your practice, and build this system into your life. So let's look. So location is going to be the top of the head and the cerebral cortex. Central issue is going to be awareness. So this idea of self-awareness really comes into play here. Goals are wisdom, knowledge, spiritual connection, and consciousness. The right is the right to know. Developmental stage, this is throughout life. So throughout life, we're constantly working on self-awareness, becoming conscious, and then with everything else, we kind of get blinded to ourselves and to consciousness, and then we come back into it. So this is a balance throughout life that we're working with. The identity is universal identity, the idea of self-knowledge. The demon would be attachment. So if we are to move into a space of integrated consciousness, a space of integrated enlightened awareness, one of the demons of attachment is like this want to be there. It's like, oh, I'm there. I want to stay here. However, with the practice, it's always this holding and letting go, holding and letting go. And so we find this state of awareness, we find this state of bliss, and then we come back down into our body, we come out of balance, and then we start to work our way back up. So it's not this grasping or needing to stay, but this ability to let go and to flow through what life is offering us. Excessive characteristics. So that's going to look like if you're over intellectualizing something, spiritual addiction. In my line of work, I definitely have seen this around. So people who are so connected to spirituality and they kind of live up here and they are unable to connect into the earthly experience of being human, right? To be on earth, to be able to interact with one another, to pay bills, to do the particles of life, the things that we do in life that are very earthly and very humanly. So if you notice that, or you know someone like that, that might be an excessive characteristic to kind of live in the spiritual realm. Also the idea of confusion, right? So there's not clarity within the idea of awareness. There's confusion or maybe alienation. And you'll see me probably do this a lot because we're kind of talking about like this enlightened space. So it's kind of the seat of the crown. When you hear us talk about yoga, in yoga, the crown, we're really thinking of like lift yourself higher to what is above, right? Okay, so deficient characteristics, learning disabilities, spiritual skepticism. And I just want to clarify here, spirituality means many things to many people. So whether you associate and connect with the idea of God, whether you connect with the idea of nature or universe, with energy, when I say spirituality, it is whatever you connect in with that is something greater than yourself. It might be science. There's so many things that this can mean. So just know that it doesn't have to mean one thing. So just to make sure that it's what you connect with on your personal spiritual level. Another deficient characteristic, limited beliefs. So really limiting yourself in beliefs that might be your capabilities. You might not dream big, right? Things might stay pretty small. So that would be a deficient characteristic to start to dream bigger, get out there more, believe in your capabilities, believe that you can move in and out of what is simply the physical body and you can manifest out into something bigger in your life. Which is pretty exciting. And then another deficient quality would be materialism and apathy. So the element associated with it, remember we have like earth, water, fire, air. This is going to be conscious thought. So we're really in this space of consciousness. It's not as tangible, right? So this is a more it's a more ethereal idea. It's not as tangible as some of the other qualities we've been talking about or elements we've been talking about. The color often associated with the crown chakra is either violet or white. So I've seen both, so you can visualize either. And the seed sound is silence. And so as we've talked about each seed sound, our chakra at our third eye point was Om, O-M. And if you notice in a yoga class, oftentimes in the beginning or end of class, after the teacher has guided Om, there's a moment of silence before they might say namaste or they might close the class. And so this is the silence that's at our crown. And so it's that moment after Om. Om is like the universal vibration. And then after that is the silence of the crown chakra. So Let's go ahead. We're going to have a fluid practice. We're going to incorporate everything that we've worked with, and then we will come to a seat. We will come into silence, and we will turn inward one more time together. Okay. So let's go ahead. If you're in a comfortable seat already, feel free to go ahead and stay there. If you're not in a seat, you can come to sit on your sits bones. You can come to sit on your shins, maybe on a blanket or a block. Let your palms start down. So we're going to start in this grounded quality of palms down onto your legs. If it feels safe to close your eyes, allow your eyes to shut down. Start to bring your breath in and out through your nose. You might imagine your breath starting at the very base of your spine. And as you inhale, watching your breath move up through each and every chakra as it travels up your midline, all the way to the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, you might visualize your breath moving all the way back down through the chakras, connecting back down at your root. Take this a few more times as you inhale, watch your breath move in and up. And as you exhale, let everything soften back down. Take 2 more breaths here in this rooted space, this grounded space. And exhale. One more deep breath in from the base of your spine all the way to your crown. And exhale. If your eyes are closed, they can stay closed, or maybe you start to open the lids of your eyes. Start to find some circular motion. So we're moving into the second chakra, this place of fluidity, creativity, sensuality. So allowing yourself to find some movement. Let it be fluid. Let it be circular. Let it be soft. And then start to slow down your circles. You can go ahead and reverse direction. You might even imagine a bowl of water kind of at the pelvis area, kind of moving in circular patterns, moving in one direction, moving the water around. And starting to open up that creativity, breathing into your second chakra. And then go ahead, come back to center. If you're on a blanket, you can slide that off, set it off to the side. Bring your feet to the floor. Soles of your feet connect down. We'll start with hands behind the thighs. As you inhale, lift up through your torso. Bring your awareness to your third chakra near your navel center. Draw your belly button and low belly in and up. So there's stability, there's strength, there's confidence at your core. You might decide to stay here. You can come up onto your tippy toes. You might stay here, start to lift one leg and then the other for a supported Navasana boat pose. Breathe into that sense of self. Breathe into the fire in your belly. Stay here, or maybe you take your arms out. Stay for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Continue to engage at your core as you lift your head and heart to the sky. One more inhale. And then exhale, crisscross or sweep your feet off to the side. Transition onto hands and knees. Walk yourself into a tabletop, steady foundation. So we'll combine the first and second chakras. As you inhale, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, draw in at your center, round through the spine. Finding the fluidity as you move through cow and cat. Finding the strength as you press and round. Take another cycle of breath in and out. Back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands about a handprint forward, tuck your toes underneath, and imagine that you can unravel yourself into your first down dog. You can stay in stillness, or maybe you pedal your knees, shake your head, rock your hips, letting that creativity move into the strength. Come back to a neutral down dog. Send your gaze forward. Start to walk yourself to the front of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Head get heavy. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Take a little sway. Release your palms back down to the ground. Inhale your hands to your shin. Press your hands to your shin. Press your shins to your hands. Lift up to a half lift. And then engage at your center as you fold back down. Twice more like this. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale as you fold. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, press to your feet. Take your arms all the way up and overhead. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Release both of your hands onto your heart space, your fourth chakra. Inhale, lift your heart up into your hands. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Take a little bend to your knees, and as you exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, bring your arms to center. Exhale, expand your arms wide, twist over to the left. Inhale your hands to center. Release your palms to your low back, fingertips down, elbows in, lift up from your heart. And then bend into your knees, turn inward as you fold back down. Unravel to your half lift, extend through your crown. Exhale, palms to the ground, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee, untuck your toes, press down, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. And then release your palms to the ground, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, step back to plank. Shift forward, lower to belly. Unravel to a baby cobra, elbows hug in, forehead lifts. Exhale, back to the earth. Tuck your toes underneath, unravel up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands, followed by your left, Uttanasana. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, refold. Press to your feet, reach to the sky right away this time. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Release your hands to your back, open your heart, gaze up. Exhale, bend your knees, turn inward, forward fold. Inhale, unravel to a half lift. Palms to the ground, left foot leads this time. Drop your knee, untuck your toes, press down, lift up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Release your palms to the ground, tuck the left toes, lift your knee, step back to plank. Shift forward with or without knees, lower to belly. Unravel to a baby cobra or cobra. Forehead to the ground or tuck your toes, up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot through between your hands, followed by your right, Uttanasana. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, release. This time, heel toe your feet together, bend your knees, rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Draw your navel in, let your hips get heavy, open your heart, expand your arms. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands down through your heart, hips to the sky, head to the floor, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms to the ground, step your right foot back, pivot on your toes, so you're taking a wide leg forward fold. And then turn your heels in, toes turn out, bend your knees down, walk your hands up onto your thighs for Dirgasana. Take your arms up and overhead. And then exhale, cactus through your arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Here we go, throat chakra. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to really send the breath out. Make some sound. Let your voice be heard. 2 more times in your power. Inhale. Exhale. So it's a HA sound. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up and overhead. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes in to line up with your heels. And then send your hips back, heart forward, all the way to a forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Press to your palms, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, pivot to the front of your mat, low runner's lunge. Step your front foot to meet the back foot, high plank. Vinyasa of your choice. Maybe you add chaturanga into up dog, and we'll all meet in down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, release your knees down. Knees can be wide, maybe toes together, for your variation of child's pose. Bring your bring your third eye point to a block or the floor. And then let your head roll from one side to the other, so you're massaging out through that 6th chakra area, the third eye, connecting your intuition to the earth, and taking another moment to turn inward. And then gently bring your forehead back to neutral. Once more, press to your palms. Lift yourself up. You can crisscross or sweep your ankles off to the side. Bring yourself back to a seat. You might relocate your blanket, your towel, your cushion. Come to sit up. And then once you find yourself in a seat, take your arms all the way up and overhead. Let's take one more twist here. So you can take your right hand to your low back, left hand to your right thigh. And then inhale to lift up. Exhale, twist. Your right hand might stay at your low back sacrum, or maybe you connect it to a block or the floor behind you. Take another inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in. And out. As you inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Keep your arms a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Expand through your palms. And then when you're ready, take your left hand to your low back. Take your right hand to your left leg. And as you inhale, lift up through your torso. Exhale, deepen into your twist. Back hand, again, can stay connected to your body, or you might connect down to the floor or to a block. Take 1 more deep breath in. And out. Again, inhale both of your arms up to the sky. Keep them a little bit wide, palms face up. And then open your palms like cups. We'll take another cleansing breath in through your nose. This time, exhale out with a sigh. Release your hands down to your heart space. And then bring your right hand to your heart. Bring your left hand down towards your low belly navel. So in between your 2nd and 3rd chakras. As you inhale, start to bring the breath from your low belly to your ribs, up to your heart. And then exhale from your heart to your ribs, to your belly. 3 more times here in Dirga Pranayam. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale from your heart, ribs, belly. Twice more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale out. Soften the pranayama practice. Come back into your natural breath pattern, your natural rhythm. You might continue to visualize your breath moving in and up through each and every chakra. Allow your palms to either stay connected as they are, or this time you might take your hands down by your sides, palms face up. A sign of receptivity, open to what shows up before us. Allowing your eyes to either stay closed if they're there already, or maybe softening somewhere on the floor or the wall in front of you. And as we take a few moments here in silence, you might say to yourself the mantra of I am breathing in as you inhale. I am breathing out as you exhale. Connecting your mind to your breath to your body, and your entirety in this moment. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Allow yourself to stay as you are and take 3 more full breath cycles. When you've completed your third exhale, allow your palms either to stay as they are, or you might connect your hands together at your heart center, your seat of compassion. And we'll close with Om Shanti. We'll chant Om, followed by 3 Shantis, and 1 more Om. Shanti is peace. And so calling out Om, the universal vibration, 3 chants for peace, and Om. We'll follow that with silence to honor our crown chakra prior to closing. And so take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale a cleansing breath out of your mouth. Inhale to a comfortable level. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you for exploring your energy, for exploring your breath, your body, your connection to self, to earth, to others. This practice is truly expansive, and there is so much more from here. So as always, if you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I hope this has been enjoyable. I hope it has been informative. And I hope that you are able to see with new vision, incorporate it into your life, and expand from here.